I'm about to let y'all in on a little secret that I learned when I first got into real estate. And that was how much people really be sleeping on buying land. And what I mean by land is just a plot, a lot. You know, whether if it's a residential one or a commercial one where you're gonna be parking semis or, you know, box trucks or just extra vehicles that you just can't get in your garage. So once I learned how much people were sleeping on land, that made me target it even more, because one thing about land is you may see a new commercial building getting built. You may see any type of new development, a house, a restaurant. One thing you're not going to see is a person out there with a ruler and a shovel making more land. What's here is here. Ain't going to be no more, period. And one thing I learned about even one of our biggest suppliers in the world, which is China, they're a strong believer in land because they own a shit ton of land here in America. If you don't believe me, just Google it. So I said that to say, when you buy land, you pretty much winning, because a person can't build a house without the land. One thing about land is a house need land to build. Land don't need a house to build. Land is just land. And what's even more crazy about land is cheaper than a physical house. So if I'm gonna spend 300,000-400,000 building a house, whereas I can buy the land for dirt cheap, let the years pass, and finally build my house on it and come out way cheaper than buying that house I already put together or built up from built up from the ground up. In life, it ain't even just in real estate. How many of us even heard the dumb quote, they got their house built from the ground up? And the shit, I found myself saying it a few times until I really thought about it. Like, it really ain't no fucking other way to build a house but from the ground up. So unless you build a container home and you can drop that motherfucker right down on the land, but you pretty much know what I'm talking about. So that was just a side note. Going on, my man? Even better is, man, the insurance and property taxes on a house is so damn cheap. I'm sure most people spend what I spend on all my land together going out to eat every week. That's how cheap paying my property taxes on my land. And that's the other beauty of it is, don't too many people take out no mortgage on land, which means they own it free and clear if they gonna buy it. And that's pretty much how I own all my land and a couple pieces of property. But for the most part, the land, once you got that free and clear, you can do what you want to with it. You can sit on it, pay that little petty property taxes, and let it continue to build up its value while you paying dirt cheap for it. Till somebody either come along and want to offer you some more than what you paid for it, or till you ready to build on it. What's going on? Or if you just want to build you a fucking garden, or if you're in the farm, turn into some farm. You got your options when you got land. When you just got the physical house and you paid too much for it, at that, you just limit your options. Buy you some land. So yeah, if I was you, I'd be buying up land. And if you want to get rid of some land and it's in a nice area and it's profitable, definitely DM me the address. I want it.